I'm not gonna lie, I made my room a little bit too potent. But anyways, chart talk. Let's get to it. What's going on, my boy? Ooh, where that kid at?
We here.
We out here. That's what's up. I made my room a little bit too potent, if you know what I mean.
Bro, I'm on level 9, not 10.
He said I am 9, not 10. Who said that? Dang, that's cold. That's a cold bar right there.
I think he says I'm on 10.
I'm on 10, not 9. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what he says,
but he went crazy after he said that.
On the night I was born, the rain was gone.
Yeah. God was crying. Oh man, that bro.
Yeah.
He went crazy on that. Like Benny had no chance.
Yeah, you better put your screen up on there.
You said what?
I got the YouTube up and your.
Snaps. Snaps. Thank you. There you go.
So I do have the chats open over here. Whenever we got some people on, if y'all have any altcoins that you like, we want to look at them as well, and we want to give our opinion from the technical side of it, because we're more technical analysts. The thing about crypto, in my opinion, is it's when the bull run really starts to go, that's when we're really going to be able to take advantage of things. But it's also good just to know which ones are stronger in a bear market, to know when there might be an opportunity, when there is signs of strength, which coins to go at. And that's another good reason to kind of look at altcoins, because sometimes Bitcoin is not doing as well as some of the altcoins. But right now, what we're going to look at first is we're going to look at these market caps. So I'm going to do this right here, volume, and take off this. I'm going to put this on. Let's go to the higher time frame and take this off now. Okay, so I honestly don't even think the dominance volume is too true, if that makes sense. This is not necessarily, I don't know if this is more of like a chart that is kind of a calculated thing. I don't think you can trade the dominance. This is more of a percentage than a price, if that makes sense. So even the volume on here isn't really worth anything, in my opinion.
You don't think so? Wow.
Yeah, because it's just not, I don't think it's necessarily participants here, there's not like an exchange, I don't think, that trades Bitcoin market cap dominance. It's just a calculated, for lack of better words, I don't know what the word is, but it's just calculating.
I get it, like the dominance of the like Bitcoin on the whole crypto market and what Ethereum is and all. Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just not volume is people. Volume is people. So to me, I can see right here that there is just not a lot of participants, and if you throw this volume profile up, look, it's just. So after a while, you start to, just like any other indicator, you can start to read it without it there. But what I'm looking at on this mainly is how this looks just extremely Wyckoff-ish on the daily here. And what I'm trying to compare this, what I want to see is if we do break lower here, which would take a while, right? Would it stop here? Right? Because it already stopped here once, and we created this range like to the T. Yeah. So my honest opinion with the strength of Bitcoin, right, in how Bitcoin runs the market. This is on a macro perspective, but this is going to be that percentage if Bitcoin makes new lows that we're going to need it to stop at and hold up at this area. And I think it would just be picture perfect if Bitcoin makes the new lows and this holds right here. It would be the most ultimate bullish sign I ever did see in my life for Bitcoin. But
I don't know if it's, the way how it's looking right now, I definitely see that possibility for it to get down there. And if it gets to that level, like you said, I don't even know what would even possibly happen if it got lower than that.
Right.
That'd be very interesting to see, because it's never been lower than that. So if it does end up getting to those like 34%, then it's like, whoa. I feel like it's gonna, if it gets to that point and doesn't leave a fast wick or anything like that, it'll be wraps.
Let me go on to chart talk real quick, so I'm not leaving marks on the wrong thing. But let's go back here. Boom, boom, bada bing. Okay, I'm just gonna hide these again. Okay, I want to look at it like this real quick, and I want to put. Let's see if it'll do this for me. I want to put the symbol off and put Bitcoin up here to the right and have the dominance to the left. And it's not going to let me delete that, but that's fine. It's going to tripping out over there. Let's look at this real quick and compare these. Okay, so they're making very similar structures, right? We have kind of this move up here and this is like, I would say, the low of the range. So let's actually go to the daily so you can see it a little bit easier. Right, this thing was ranging from here all the way to here. So when Bitcoin was up at this top, let's see, it first hit the range here. So when Bitcoin made this big drop, this was this right here and this right here. Okay, then we go sideways for all the way till right here, basically. So this was kind of the last little bottom here. Okay, and you can see what that did to Bitcoin. Okay, we had, once this pumped up one more time, it gave this move here on Bitcoin. And then there was actually this weird little divergence where this dropped really hard. And it didn't drop very hard right here, but then it popped again once we had this pop. So yes, it's very correlated. When Bitcoin goes, or when the dominance goes up, Bitcoin it surges up. You see the surges that it has. And then when it comes down the same length, there's not near as much. I mean, sometimes there is technically, but usually it doesn't come down as hard. Now, what I'm looking for here now is if Bitcoin does get back up into this level, I think that this cycle kind of is probably done, and we probably won't come test these lows. And that's just, I think what would happen was this would get just ran through, this kind of area would get ran through, and it would just be too much bullish momentum, and we would see this build up here, and that is the actual Wyckoff, like, completed perfect everything. It just didn't give the spring, and it doesn't have to.
It doesn't always have to. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So it's starting to, you know, make this bullish structure to where at this point, you know, it's tough for me to say that this is just going to do that, but I will say if these structures really shift, and it's really this one right here, because this is kind of like the main one.
Yeah.
If this breaks, it's kind of, I'm thinking it's almost game over, because if this breaks, it could be a situation where this breaks as well, this little trend, and then I would just have to believe that we're coming back down to that other level that I said. But that would be it. That would be the spring. I would expect that 35% level to hold, and I believe it's 35%. Yeah, I would look for 35% to hold, and that would be the very bottom of the market. Now, what's going on right now is there's a little bit of the market cap is dropping while this is going up. So that's kind of interesting. Let's go here and see what we got going on, where we had the market cap start to bounce first. So we're gonna have to stay on the 4 hour to see this stuff. That's fine. So here's the market cap, and this is the low that it made, and it put this little pattern in right there. And then we have here, actually, this is the divergence. So we had a lower low in Bitcoin where the market cap made a higher high, or a higher low technically. So now what we're seeing though is the market cap is starting, in this case, that's the market cap leading Bitcoin, showing, hey, we are actually a little bit, you know, the strength is right here. We did not break this low, but we did break this low.
I have a question, because this is my psychology behind this, or this is what I'm thinking behind when this is happening. Since the market is bearish, and like the whole crypto market is bearish.
Every market, yep.
Yeah, since everything else is going bearish, Bitcoin is going to get stronger than everything else.
Ooh, interesting take.
You know,
because it usually does.
You know, that's my take. And then I feel like when everything is going bullish, that's when Bitcoin is like, okay, now I got a lot more diversity out there, but I'm gaining strength. But now there's just more people. There's just more cryptos out here trying to, like, you know, trying to take my name, you know, like basically ETH.
I feel that.
ETH.
No, 100%.
You know, that's kind of what I was thinking. Cause I've noticed that before, but now that you're like really pointing it out, I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I wasn't tripping.
Right. No, definitely. Let's keep this at 48. But no, I kind of agree on that, because crypto is either gonna do. It's either gonna be exactly what you said, or like almost the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Where Bitcoin goes even weaker than the rest of the market, and it just depends on Bitcoin, I guess, because it's crazy. It's one of the hardest assets to predict. Number one, but
ultimately, I expect ETH to take over. And if ETH,
I don't know about takeover, but I think it's gonna have a better run, and we'll look at that. But what I was gonna say is if we do get this move right here, so let's just put these indicators on the chart just so we can compare the weeks easier. Okay. And it's only giving me a little
looking
bit.
at these screens without my glasses is different.
Years. Give me more. Okay, it's not giving me much on that. Wonder why. Oh well. Okay. Well, it's not going to give me what I wanted to really see. But what I was going to say is, if this level breaks on the market cap, I do not see much holding it up now.
Only thing that I can do at that point is just throw a fib on it, honestly.
And we know how that has been playing out lately, low key, with the low volume areas. Meaning it's most likely in the low volume gonna just slide. Now it could do this still, but I don't think it would get it. I think if it gets here, it would either need to immediately reverse, and if it doesn't, if it does this and even sits here for like 3 days, that means the next 2 or 3 days it's gonna go whoop whoop and get there really quick, similar to this. And just look how fast it moves from here up. Very fast, 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 very fast. So there's literally never been a time that
where it's gone into that area. I mean, arguably in between July and October, like it had a little bit of like a couple of days when it was consolidating there, but that's about it. So it's like, and even that is not a lot. It's probably like what, like 7-8 days right there.
July 11th to July 21st, so
exactly.
2 days, but
yeah, it's not even that much. Exactly.
And so my theory, since we are still technically, because it's the all-time high, and I'm not saying we're not in the bull market yet, but I'm just not 100% sold because of the macro.
I still be tripping on how price ever got to that price, bro. It still blows my mind sometimes.
I was gonna say, I still think if this reaches 48 and this isn't out of control, if it's like at this level at 48, that is bearish. I'm talking so bearish because
that you want to be selling.
Yeah, because it should, whenever it does do a move like this, a big move, it should make a big move as well. And if it doesn't, it's in like a bearish market. So like right here, as it made a move down.
So you're saying that if it makes if the dominance makes that move up like that, and price is like at 30K and it's still holding, then it's like bearish. Like this is gonna make that push to set 10K ish.
I don't want to call it that low yet,
like
because then we would have to assess what it would look like here again. You know, I'm not gonna just say it's gonna go to 10K. Maybe it holds here. Say we get this push and it goes to 30, and then this just does another quick move back down. But say this just does this, that would change things. That would be weird. We'd be like, oh shit, okay. And then say this does this again, okay, kind of say it just does, it equals this. It equals this right here, from here to here. And that's like this type of move. Boom, and then not even this full extension, just really from here double bottom. So it could just do
I feel you
that and just come right back in there again. So it's all about kind of comparing it where the time and price.
All
I don't want to throw it too far deep into
all
it.
I know is that when price comes back into 17,000 or 17,500, I need some money.
Yeah, so I'm definitely trying to. I'm not saying that the bull run is here, but I'm trying to maybe take a bite here.
Dollar cost, even at realistically
these discounted
speaking,
prices, because we already said, hey, these prices were great in November. They were,
and bro, these could remember that we're still in the grand scheme of things. We're still in this good pricing area, dollar costing averaging pricing area, like in the grand scheme of things.
This is another price that it might just get into and just stop. It doesn't have to get into this point of control. But look, that 12K is valuable down here.
That 12K, yep. 12K.
Another valuable area right here, 12K. Two 12K value areas.
If it gets there,
the least value that this thing has is like 6K. It shouldn't go below 6. It really shouldn't.
It really shouldn't. And if it does, I'm still looking. Dang. Do you think that it's ever gonna get there?
Oh man. I can't think that.
I can't
That's
think
bad
that
for my mental. All right, let me go to the futures chart real quick and just make sure I'm on the right chart. Okay, perfect.
Ooh, hold up. Yeah, while you doing that.
Yeah, 10K is still my my target price. If it gets there, that's gonna I'm gonna be thinking the market shouldn't get any lower than that technically. But that's just based off of volume. So if that momentum comes in and it's crazy, you already know. But right now, man, it's too bullish to be talking about this price. It just is. I can't deny the bulls. And then the market cap over here. Let's look at that again. Let's give you some opportunity. There's just not a lot of volume in between right here. We might slip straight through. Let me make sure this point of control is off. Let me remove drawings. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the same look going on this. Okay. Let's roll over. And all right, so this drop happens and then we get this move up. So what I'm looking for here basically is I don't necessarily want to play this leg. I mean, if I play it on an intraday level, it'll be at half risk no matter what. But this leg right here,
it's so tough. It's so tough.
It's tough because it barely broke this high.
Ridiculously tough.
Yes, and there is definitely volume sitting right here, but there is more down here.
A lot more.
A lot more, and it's the better fib. It's the higher
the
time
better
frame.
Pricing, or the better value. I should say the better value.
This down here definitely, and then it's also this whole 2022. All of the most volume and the actual price is this red line right here at basically let's call it 20K. So that's where the most volume was all of 2022. And
that number.
And I'm thinking I really do think it's going to come back down here still, but it has to kind of break this level first, because if it doesn't break this level, it's most likely coming straight up. Look, dang, look at how much volume is down here still.
It's scary.
Wild. And it really does show that it could slip like fast, but I would think that we would get a definite pause in this area.
Yeah, if price does go bullish, that's as far as I can go.
Like 40 is like a good spot. If you catch this move here, 40 is like the furthest I would take that, and you're doubling, tripling your money if you're playing an alt, quadrupling your money if you're playing an alt, and that's amazing. Now, yeah, it could be the start of the bullish craziness where you blink and then price is at 100, but I just wouldn't.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't bet on that until the inflation gets better. All that stuff needs to get better. It's not getting better, actually. It's starting to get worse.
For me personally, it's halving or bust. That's the only time when I'll start to have those thoughts, is when the halving happens. And also the way how the markets are going to be looking just in general.
I feel that 100%.
But the halving is definitely like the top thing that I'm looking at. No cap.
No, I feel that.
I'm just basing it off of how history has repeated itself.
It's gonna do the same thing it always does, so.
Or rhyme.
Or it's gonna let Ethereum do the talking this time.
It might let Ethereum. It might be like, all right, Ethereum, here. You were struggling with with what you was releasing, so here I got you though. I'm just playing.
Let's delete and delete. Okay, so we have Ethereum's dominance on the left now, and Ethereum on the right.
And if you're tapping in, drop a like, guys. And if you aren't subscribed, you might not be. So go ahead and press that subscribe button. Just
yes, sir.
Quick reminder. Go ahead.
All right, so this is sitting at almost 20%. We're at 19, and it has an interesting looking structure. Obviously, it's been really bullish compared actually to Bitcoin, that was kind of in a range right here. You know what I'm saying? So from, I would say, 2019 to now, Ethereum's dominance is just taking over. Now, I don't want to say taking over Bitcoin, but it's just is very bullish, and
even now it's still bullish, very much so.
Oh yeah, very much. And yes, it is in a little range here where it has gone up, gone down. To me, this might be a reaccumulation type schematic to where we just saw this spring, and this would be like the most ultimate move possible, like another test of these lows to see if it's gonna break this, and then if it doesn't, it would probably end up doing something like this, and it's off. Or once we do get this break here, we're good to go, and we're gonna see some type of leg similar like this, reaching almost 30% dominance. And I do think it can get to 30% easily, because
easily.
It has.
I mean, that's basically where it started.
In this area.
Well, not where it started, but that's where it's been starting, like its calculations.
So
on TradingView.
In my opinion, whenever we had this run right here. Okay, this was Ethereum's. It had a humongous run. And it was from, let's just take it from this low here to here. That's like 12,000%. And I know everything did a crazy run, but this I don't believe was that big.
Huh?
No, 4,000%. So when it did. You don't think that Ethereum did the move that it needed to do, or that you don't think that those numbers are impressive for like this bull run that happened? No, I definitely do. But what I was gonna compare, so we have like let's say a 5,000% here versus a.
Wait, what number is that, bro? Is that real?
Hold on.
Wait.
Let me just zoom in a little bit more so I can get a better number. But it was at literally. Excuse me, guys. It was. Let's just get a good price right here at $6. So whenever I zoom, I can do the 6. Okay. I'll start at $6.
Ooh, I'm about to freaking. Ooh, 6. Hold on. I know exactly. I think I know where you're going with this.
Okay, yeah. So right here, it did 23,000%.
23,000%, yeah.
So it did. Of course, the last bull run, it did great numbers. You can't lie, but it didn't quite.
Okay, now do this
into
one.
This level.
Now do this one again. Because there's this one video that I watched that's forever gonna stick in my head about this exact thing that you're doing, and I just want to say it, but I want to see what the numbers are for this past bull run.
So what do you want me to do? The past bull run?
Yeah.
From right. I put in a log chart. It'll be easier for us to see.
5,300.
And if I do this, it'll be easier to see as well. I'll just keep it like this. $5,280%, and then I could get a little probably closer on that. But this is like catching the tip, obviously. But yeah, and then this one here, I don't want to start it down here because this doesn't look like a lot, but it is a 72% correction. On a log chart, it's a little different, but I'll start it from here at 592, and it went to 900, or no, it went to 1,400. So it did 24,000% right there.
So there's this video that I had watched, and there's this guy that said that, I forgot who it was. Man, I wish I remember who that video was from, but it was like he said that, I don't know if it was a video that you sent me or what, but he had said that for those who got in at the bottom, they're the ones that are going to have the best possible pricing ever, because after that, every other bull run is going to be insignificant to that first bull run. And even the higher that it keeps going, the less the less significant from the other bullish runs it gets. And I'm like, dang, is that really true?
Yeah,
I think looking at Bitcoin, it kind of is.
Yeah, and watch this. If Ethereum hits 10K, which would be amazing for that's a number that people thought it was going to hit last bull run. If it hits 10K from here,
which it very well can.
1595. So let me just get that 1595.
Exactly. Even if you put it at 15K. Go ahead and put the thing at 15K.
I mean, even if I do, even if it does 50K,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like that, and like that actually is the truth. It's like each and every bull run is insignificant compared to the last, which is kind of crazy.
Yep. So,
but wait, now I want to know: is that the same way in the stock market? Because
not the stock market, boy.
Right? No, it's just a question that I just want to lay out there. We can study that later, because that's not what we're here for today. But it's just interesting that's how it really is.
I will laugh if this.
That's hilarious, bro.
Got close. Okay, so let's look at some other alts. And
I love how you said that. That's very funny that you just switched subjects.
11% on
everything else.
The other market cap. let's look at
It's not terrible actually.
no, my bad. Hold on. Let's see. XRP.
Is it still locked?
Binance does not have a good.
Is it still locked?
Is it what?
Is it still locked?
Yeah.
Dang. I was like,
But
still.
it's just still very not bullish yet, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Compared to, and then this dominance chart, it is very bullish.
It's actually interesting.
It actually has a really nice, clean looking pullback. If you
and it can get and it looks like it can give one more push down, and it looks actually really good. Yeah.
But there is a good amount of volume right here to where it would need to break this.
Yep.
And then I would be more bullish. But right now, if it holds, it would slam down and give people a shock that they would not want to see.
Because they don't want to buy into the market. And that's when we're like, oh my gosh, no, please stay here for as long as we needed to.
From 11.58 or 11.58% down to like a 6.9. It's almost 50% drop in dominance. That would murder the altcoin market.
And that would be so clutchy, actually.
I don't think this low will break.
I don't think it will.
Just like I don't think this low is going to break on XRP. I think the next pump down is going to be the perfect Wyckoff spring. And I even think if it does one more move up here, it's probably fake and it'll give a move like that still. I still think that's even fully possible on XRP.
I don't think
that's what I'm waiting for.
I really am not thinking that I'm going to see 90 cents on XRP until the next bull run. I really doubt it. Just throwing it out there.
And I still think this level on XRP is like I said, I don't think it's going to break yet.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of the stronger coins real quick, and I'm going to get off the dominance chart, and I'm just going to look at this here. So, okay, we're getting like a kind of a turnaround candle here. After we had this really nice move on Cardano, we're starting to go sideways now. Let's go into maybe the daily to see it. Why isn't it giving me more volume? There we go. Okay, and then let's turn this off. Yeah, okay, that's very interesting how it stopped right here, dang near on that point of control, but it hit this value area, the bottom right here. That's where it clipped. So that's pretty interesting. I will still look for this market to hold right here because there's a possibility, but the longer it takes for it to get there, the more that it just doesn't rhyme, if that makes sense. If this takes a long time up here, what I think it is doing is it's building orders to send down. What you need to see on like an impulse wave, you don't want to see this and then it do this and then do this and then it starts to do that. Is literally the Wyckoff distribution pattern. What you want to see is it just do this, come right kind of back into your entry on a wave, and then give a nice move up and kind of give you this exact time and price pattern. And if I were to do it like you want to see it like this. This is like a pattern you want to like get tattooed on your body almost, because that's how you want to see it move.
That was funny.
And these are supposed to be white, and you're supposed to see like a 1618 up here. off of this, and it's really a lot of fib stuff. 61.8 right here, 1618 up there. Okay, so that's just not happening yet right here. I don't know if, and see, you see how like stretched out I had to make that, and then a 61.8 would be like right here, and then it would 1618 would be up here, and it would just, it's just not, that's not how it looks. It's not supposed to look like that. So it's starting to look ugly in my opinion. It needed to really break a little more, and it just didn't quite. So yes, there's still a shot down here, but the value shifted to the upside, and now there's nothing much here. So it could very much just slip, and there's not any pricing that's going to tell us anything else on that chart. Doge. Now Doge is still holding its own. This one is going to be an interesting one when, if the market like tanks or whatnot, it did clip this yearly point of control from last year. Big move up. I'm not too interested in Doge either way, but the correction here is a little clean.
It's pretty decent.
And these charts, I'm gonna have to figure out the one that has the most data. Matic is still the one that I'm most interested in out of all of the
still went to work, man. Dang.
Out of all the altcoins, Matic's the one that I'm the most interested in. This is like 70K on Bitcoin, and so we've already like came back in almost at a 50% fib at this point. Let's throw that 50 on and just see where we're at. Yeah.
Oh wow,
so
very
Matic
close.
Literally came in and gave almost a 50% correction already.
That's actually really good.
Which is way more than a lot of the market. So that's just showing its strength right here, right? And so we're going to continue to kind of watch this trend play out and see if we can't possibly look for this thing to come back down into this channel and play it to the upside. Now, a lot of the times, you know, after an impulse, if it's really going to move again to the upside, it doesn't even go, you know, it sometimes, not a lot of times, but it doesn't give you that full correction if it's really just ready to go again. I think after it's done this move, we have this, you know, we kind of do have 1, 2, 3 waves where it could be enough to send it down, but this type of momentum like this it's almost the greatest wave out of all of them. It was greater than this one and this one. So the wave is increasing, which is one of the signs that this should continue to wave out, right? So even though it is a little bit correctional, even though it is inside of this way bigger impulse, which could lead to another move down, it wouldn't go that low, but
it wouldn't go that low.
No, but it would go probably below this low, maybe, or maybe even not, because of how much stronger Matic is. This is a level that I do think,
but we have to let's think about it this as well though. That's also the weakest. Like back in June-ish, July, that's also the weakest it's been according to this chart. Let alone if we look at, it's like one like it's ever been versus if we look at a different chart. So that's something I also like when I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, I love that it bounced back from being so low type of thing, you know?
Right. Yeah, I agree. And look where it hit, bro. It literally came in
and hit those it literally came in, hit that volume, and said, I gotta skedaddle. I never want to come back here.
And it did that it did 348%
in 243 days. Not in a bearish market.
Wild. Just see if Solana's doing anything. No, same as Bitcoin. Shiba is looking pretty, I will be honest. The price action of this looks extremely nice. Mm-hmm. If it continues that type of vibe, especially holding up strong, ish
Yeah,
against
Shiba's
the rest of
been
the market.
holding.
I'm not gonna buy it, but if anyone else is looking at Shiba or whatever, hey, it's kind of looking better than it used to. I'll tell you, to be honest. Polkadot, same exact structure as Bitcoin, basically, except for some reason it looks not as not as bullish. Bitcoin really does have a better look than a lot of them because it is the dominant pair.
Yeah.
But then you have pairs like Matic that have even just way better of a break of structure. And then Litecoin is more bullish than Bitcoin as well. So, you know, I'm really starting to narrow this down, I think. So we got Bitcoin showing this strength, and this is the bottom that we're looking at, and then this is the swing that we're looking at, and how we have basically broken out of this FTX low, held above it, and now we could. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to show this structure. So Ethereum didn't even break lows. Ethereum's still stronger overall.
Yeah.
Same with BNB. It never broke this low right here, and I still have this marked off. Versus Bitcoin did break a low. So BNB is still on the list. XRP to me, not on the list still, or not on the list, won't be on the list. I'm taking ADA off the list. It just didn't, it doesn't have the look to me. It has good strength here, but it doesn't, it's not comparable. Matic, yes, we know that. Litecoin, yes.
Litecoin's been doing his thing. Litecoin's really
just,
been doing his thing.
Wow, Litecoin. So, definitely still on that list of strength. And as Bitcoin gets into this area where, like, hey, I'm either dumping or pumping, I really want to know which coins have more potential, because I've seen a couple bull markets now, and the coins that are stupid strong, those are the ones that you can just wait for to hit the 50 EMA. That's all you have to do. The strategy is that simple. And then once it hits the 50 EMA, the second it hits it, all you have to do is place a trade.
It has done that.
And do you want to know what's interesting? Is a lot of times, and I've observed this, a lot of times beginner traders come into the market when, AB? When do most traders come into the market? When are they introduced, or how are they introduced to trading? From our experience, at least, when we've been talking to people.
In the bull market.
Exactly. So in a bull market, what happens in a bull market is price stays above the 50 EMA 90% of the time when it's really bullish. And so in a true bull market, when the market comes back to the 50 EMA on any time frame you choose, and you can go back and back test this yourself, it will produce something. So I think a lot of people get introduced to the market off of that type of strategy, right? And they think that that's the way.
I mean, even in the stock market, there's a whole bunch of people who literally be making money off of that on the stock market as well. So it's like that 50 EMA. Just take a look right there.
Let's see where it's at real quick. On the daily, 51. We're holding above it. That's crazy. So and then look, we go to the bull market.
Held it.
And every time, and you know, look right here, you get some slip. And honestly, it looks sort of similar to what we're doing right now. kind of right here, but we've already kind of taken off a little bit more than that. And then this was another kind of bull area where we just come back in here. But really, it's like on the lower time frame, when you know you're in the bull market, that's when that 50 EMA is cold-blooded. We're below it right now, so I'm kind of like, whoo, maybe not, you know. And it will play with it, it'll dance with it. But in the real, let's go back to like 2017, the last dumb crazy, or not dumb crazy, but that was when I remember back testing the most. It'll dip below it a little bit, and then it'll go sideways, and then it'll go back up. You know, dip below it a little bit, come back up. Dip below it a little bit, go back up. So once it gets back above it, I might be like, yo,
what's good?
What's good? But until then, I'm like, yo, what's good? It's in a tricky spot. It's in a tricky spot, I'll be honest.
Facts though.
How I'm looking at this, we're probably gonna get a jolt back up into this point of control. No cap. I don't know how it's gonna do it. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna come down and break these lows one more time. I don't know if it's just gonna get there real quick. I don't know if it's gonna come back in here and then get there real quick.
You don't know if it's gonna just freaking flag up there.
I don't know how it's gonna get up there, but it does look to me that if it continues anymore, it'll probably just whoop, and it'll get right here.
How you feeling about buy stop?
At that point, ooh, you know.
Ooh, price came back into yesterday's volume, or yesterday's point of control.
It did, didn't it?
That's interesting, isn't it? Wow.
Okay, so it balanced itself out. Now it's kind of going out.
Let's see if it's gonna blast off between today and tomorrow, because that's what we were looking at even the other day, right? When I was like, huh, man, am I really seeing something here?
Let's see. It's breaking yesterday's high now. If it were a play, it would be something like this. Wish there was more volume. Let me go. Yeah. Wish there was more volume. Let me go to a different. There's never really gonna be volume on the weekend, I don't think. Same look.
There used to be back in the day. I feel like there was a lot more.
Oh man, there really did. This looks
like
good though.
The weekend doesn't feel like what the volume was alive.
This looks pretty good to me, bro.
It does, no cap.
Because this could have been a little wyckoff-ish cycle right there.
And then that was a spring, and I'll take like that really. I'm here for it, dude. Because when you said it earlier, I was like, holy crap, this actually looks pretty wyckoff-ish.
Right. We get a little retracement coming in to this level.
Yeah.
And then
hit the 61.8 realistically.
I think I'm here for this. You want to take it?
Let's shoot. Why not?
Let's shoot.
Well, how many more minutes do I got 45. Wait, no, that's not the 15 minute, is it?
You got, yeah, it is. You
okay.
got.
All right. Well, this is gonna happen live, y'all. About to take this trade. All right. So, dang, hold up. Give me a second. What's that stop loss looking like?
Right here. Below, like today's low.
Today's low, okay. And then a 1 to 2. Let me know when it closes. Well, actually, what am I talking about here?
10 seconds.
Yeah, this looks really good, actually. 23K, basically. Yeah, that's it. All right, we in there like somewhere. Ooh, I do not like that how it just dropped like that as soon as I got in. I hate that crap. I be hating that, but it's okay. So we're gonna see what this is
and then
talking about, though.
if this holds here and it doesn't blast off, we're probably gonna get one more tap down below here, and then at that point, probably got to take one more shot at this to see if it's gonna come back up and at least come test these highs or these lows again before, possibly even breaking out. It could, but not really here for the big move.
No, I'm not really here for the. I'm only thinking that, like we said, that it's gonna go up to that weekly POC and then drop.
Right, and so this is really the move.
Not the the weekly, yeah.
This is really the move that we want to see at 17.5.
But we took the half risk, because it's worth a shot. It looked good. The price action, it was really actually the type of price action that we love seeing on those type of breakouts.
Yeah, we'll see what it does. Is it doing anything for us yet?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see what it does.
We'll see what it does. I'm not really gonna care about it too much right now. I know
Nah, me neither. It's gonna do what it do.
The crypto gods are gonna be like, yeah, we got you real quick.
It's either, like I said, a fake out or a breakout coming in. Let's see here. Link or Avalanche? That's what we're on now. Okay. And then let's go back to the 4-hour Avalanche. Strong-ish. Yeah, I would say still strong. I'm going to keep it. Let me go to the daily. Yeah, it kind of broke up. Has this look to it, I would say. So I'll keep that on its list. I'm just going to put them all in the same color so it makes it easy. Tron,
man.
Tron is still very strong, so I will continue to keep that.
I'd be showing love to Tron, and will not showing love at the same time because I need to invest more in it.
Link's a little side. I guess it did stay sideways while Bitcoin went more down.
So that's an upside, yeah. That's why I think why you put it yellow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it all in the same color. I'll keep it strong until it proves me otherwise. This is very strong still. I'll keep that. Still need to do research on it, but then this is done. But I did notice actually that this chart, was it this one? No, it was another one that I was. Okay, this one's stupid strong. The strongest.
Hulk
of
smash
them.
Strong.
So, but it's starting to show that it's like out of balance for sure. So less people are going to want to buy it at this price and more people are going to want to buy it at this price. So the market is most likely going to gravitate to those prices.
Well, man, whoever was behind this, they did a great job.
We'll see, okay. H bar, yeah. I like this move up that it made. If it comes back into here, it does show that there's not a lot of volume, but I like that strength move compared to Bitcoin. What do you think?
Honestly,
where was it?
I can say yeah.
I guess it did fall so much though.
Dang.
Let's see, what did it do? Yeah, it fell a whole lot. That's why. I guess it's I'm gonna take it off actually. It's not the prettiest. Quant versus Bitcoin. Yeah, that's still a little. Let's see, what's this low again? 11. Yeah, this is way more bullish looking. And this has a nice pop out of here for sure.
Yeah.
It popped out of the range heavy. This might hold here. Keeping that on the list. Okay, everything else, dash, maybe.
Ooh, dash. Dash said
okay.
dashing.
Dash is
dashing.
Very interesting. Let's look at this to end the session.
Ooh, dang, it held there, bro.
Yeah. So this is what we've been looking at for a possible move up, and it's kind of actually very interesting. Here's the value area.
Yeah.
That the last value area right here.
That is.
And I don't know if I can make this even darker because that's what I need to start doing them like that again. I like it like that.
I actually do love it like that, but damn,
just
it held there.
This last level is holding, and if this breaks this high, there's nothing holding it. I'm just soaring right back up, and if that happens, Bitcoin is gonna die. So I don't know. The market's kind of in an interesting spot, no doubt. Wow, Biddy said no, thank you.
Right.
No, thank you. Well,
no.
Not heavy enough yet, but that's not the candle you want to see after you buy the market.
That is not the candle you want to see after you buy. But it's all right. We got some time.
Yeah.
Because you know what can also happen? Price can just easily come back into today's POC and then blast off from there.
That's very true. I could see it doing that for sure. We want to see on today's profile, we want to see this start to move up, and we want to see the value area start to shift to the upside.
Exactly.
So that's going to show us that there's participants here versus.
But I'm glad that volume picked up on the candles that we got in at.
I mean it's a valid play. So valid play. Yeah, definitely.
It looks like the white coffin looks pretty decent. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm okay with this one for sure.
All right, guys. That is it for Crypto Talk tonight. Thanks y'all for hopping on. You know what it is. You know what it is. We'll be on here tomorrow, 8 p.m. with that top down. You know, and if that's the case, and if that's the case, that being said, we out of here.